Hey there, fabulous people. Coach Classy, Sassy here, ready to spill the tea and help you navigate the tricky world of modern relationships. Life throws curveballs. But what if I told you those curveballs aren't meant to knock you out? What if they're actually setting you up for a grand slam? That's right, honey. Setbacks are just setups in disguise. My own journey has been a roller coaster filled with twists, turns, and unexpected drops. But through it all, I learned to flip the script, turning every stumble into a stepping stone. We're going to unpack this whole situationship mess, learn how to spot the red flags, and empower you to build relationships that are worthy of your incredible self. Let's talk about situationships, shall we? It's that murky, undefined space between just friends and a committed relationship. Urban Dictionary calls it a relationship without a label. I call it a breeding ground for confusion, anxiety, and a whole lot of unnecessary drama. You're hanging out regularly, maybe even getting intimate, but there's no clear definition of what you are. The problem with situationships is the lack of honesty and clarity. Situationships rarely offer the support, security, and emotional stability that a healthy relationship provides. It's not just one generation caught in this situationship web. From millennials to Gen Z, everyone's trying to figure it out. Even seasoned adults, like our grandparents re entering the dating scene, are facing these challenges. It's time we have an honest conversation about it, share our experiences, and learn how to protect ourselves from the heartache and confusion that situationships often bring. All right, sweethearts, let's dive deeper into the situationship swamp. One of the biggest dangers is the illusion of connection. You're spending time together, sharing intimate moments, but there's no real substance, no genuine commitment. If those feelings aren't backed up by actions, by clear communication and consistent effort, you're building a castle on sand. Don't let the illusion of connection blind you to the reality of the situation. Remember, a real connection involves vulnerability, trust, and mutual respect. Another hallmark of the situationship is the constant barrage of mixed signals. One minute they're hot, the next they're cold. They shower you with attention, then disappear for days. They tell you they're not looking for anything serious, then act like your significant other. It's a mind game, darling, and it's designed to keep you off balance. These mixed signals create a cycle of hope and disappointment. Don't waste your precious time and energy trying to decode their mixed signals. Trust your gut, honey. So, why do we stay in these situationships? Often, it's because we're afraid of being alone. We're afraid of speaking up, of setting boundaries, of risking losing what little connection we have. But let me tell you, darling, silence comes at a price. The price of staying silent is your self respect, it's your peace of mind, it's your chance at finding a real, fulfilling relationship. By staying in a situationship, you're sending the message that you're willing to settle for less than you deserve. You are worthy of so much more, honey. Trust me, darling, There's something much better waiting for you on the other side. Let's talk about the emotional roller coaster that is a situationship, shall we? 1 minute you're on cloud nine, convinced this is it, the real deal. Then bam, they pull back, disappear, leave you hanging, wondering what you did wrong. It's a dizzying cycle of highs and lows. And honey, it's exhausting. This emotional roller coaster takes a toll on your mental and emotional well-being. You're constantly on edge, never knowing what to expect. Remember, darling, you deserve stability, consistency, and emotional security. You deserve a love that's steady, grounded, and real. One of the most insidious effects of a situationship is the slow, subtle erosion of your self-worth. You start to question your value, your desirability, your lovability. You wonder why you're not good enough, why they're not choosing you, why they're not willing to commit. It's a dangerous spiral, honey, and it can chip away at your confidence piece by piece. Remember, darling, your worth is not determined by someone else's inability to see it. You are valuable, worthy, and deserving of love, regardless of whether or not they choose to give it to you. You are a queen, and you deserve to be treated as such. While you're tangled up in the web of a situationship, you're missing out on real opportunities for connection, for love, for a healthy, fulfilling relationship. You're holding on to a flimsy thread, hoping it will magically transform into a strong, unbreakable bond, while other possibilities pass you by. You're investing your time, your energy, your emotions into something that's going nowhere. Meanwhile, other people, people who are ready for a real relationship, people who see your worth and are eager to cherish you, are slipping through your fingers. Don't let a situationship rob you of the chance to find real love. Open your eyes, darling. See the possibilities that surround you. One of the biggest reasons we stay in situationships, even when we know they're not good for us, is the fear of being alone. We'd rather have a half-hearted, undefined connection than no connection at all. But let me tell you, honey, being alone is not the worst thing that can happen to you. In fact, being alone can be an incredibly powerful and transformative experience. It's an opportunity to get to know yourself, to discover your own strengths, to build your self-esteem, to cultivate your own happiness. You are worthy of a love that's real, a love that's fulfilling, a love that celebrates the amazing person you are. You deserve to shine, honey, and your time to shine is now. Let's talk numbers, darling, because sometimes the cold, hard facts are what we need to wake us up from this situationship slumber. Zeus, a popular dating platform, did some digging, and the results are pretty eye-opening. Apparently, 51% of millennials are pouring their hearts and souls into their online dating profiles, filling them out as completely as possible. Now, what does that tell us? Are they just more detail-oriented, or are they desperately seeking a genuine connection in a world of fleeting encounters? The data suggests that millennials are putting in the most effort, but are they getting the best results? Millennials, bless their hearts, are navigating a dating landscape unlike any other. They came of age in the era of social media, online dating, and instant gratification. They're bombarded with images of perfect relationships, unrealistic expectations, and a constant pressure to find the one. It's no wonder so many of them are finding themselves lost in the situationship maze. They're yearning for connection, for intimacy, for a sense of belonging. But honey, something is not always better than nothing. Sometimes being alone is the best thing you can do for yourself. Gen Z, the digital natives, are approaching dating with a whole new set of rules. They're growing up in a world where everything is fluid, where labels are less important, where connections can be formed and broken with a swipe of a finger. Are they more accepting of situationships, or are they simply more adept at navigating the complexities of modern romance? They're comfortable with ambiguity, with the gray areas, with the lack of definition. They're less concerned with traditional relationship milestones and more focused on living in the moment, experiencing life on their own terms. They're not afraid to experiment, to explore different types of connections, to figure out what works for them. But are they missing out on the depth, the intimacy, the vulnerability that comes with a committed relationship? Are they sacrificing long-term happiness for short-term gratification? Are they settling for surface-level connections because they're afraid of getting hurt? It's a delicate balance, darling, navigating this new world of dating and relationships. It's about finding what works for you, what makes you feel happy, what aligns with your values. It's about knowing your worth, setting boundaries, and not settling for less than you deserve. It's about being honest with yourself and with your partner about what you want, what you need, and what you're willing to tolerate. Don't be afraid to define your own terms, darling. You're in charge of your own love story. All right, my loves, let's get down to brass tacks. How do you know you're getting played? Pay attention to their actions, not their words. Do they consistently show up for you, or are they always making excuses? Another red flag is inconsistency. They shower you with attention, then disappear. It's a classic manipulation tactic. Lack of clarity is another major warning sign. They avoid defining the relationship. Trust your gut. If something feels off, you're probably right. Now that you know how to spot the red flags, it's time to talk about setting boundaries and saying no. You deserve to be treated with respect, consideration, and kindness. You deserve to be chosen, cherished, and prioritized. Start by being clear about what you want and what you're not willing to tolerate. Don't be afraid to say no to things that don't feel right. It's your life, darling, and you get to choose who you spend it with and how you spend your time. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish or mean. It's about protecting your own well-being, your own emotional health, your own sense of self. Practice saying no in small ways and gradually work your way up to bigger things. The more you say no to things that drain your energy, the more space you'll create for things that truly light you up. Section 3, embracing your worth. This is the most important part, darling. Embracing your worth. Knowing deep down in your soul that you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. You are worthy of a relationship that fulfills you, that supports you, that celebrates you for who you are. You are not worthy of a situationship, of a half-hearted connection, of a lukewarm commitment. You are a queen, darling, and you deserve to be treated as such. You deserve a love that's real, a love that's authentic, a love that sets your soul on fire. Don't settle for anything less. Don't dim your light for anyone. Don't let anyone convince you that you're not good enough. Start by focusing on your own happiness. Do things that bring you joy, that make you feel alive, that nourish your soul. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who support you, who see the best in you. Invest in your own growth, your own well-being, your own self-love. The more you love yourself, the more you'll attract people who love you for who you are. The more you value yourself, the less likely you'll be to tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or anything less than you deserve. Embrace your worth, darling, and watch your life transform. You are worthy of a love that's extraordinary, a love that's true, a love that's everything you've ever dreamed of. Don't settle for anything less. So, darling, we've journeyed through the murky waters of situationships, explored the red flags, and talked about setting boundaries. Now, it's time to reclaim your power, step out of the shadows of doubt, and into the radiant light of your own self-worth. Remember, you are the author of your own love story. You are in control, honey, and don't you ever forget it. Remember what we talked about at the beginning? Setbacks are just setups in disguise. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every failed relationship is an opportunity for growth, for learning, for transformation. It's a chance to get to know yourself better, to discover your own resilience, to build your emotional strength. Don't let setbacks define you, darling. Let them refine you. Think of every failed relationship, every situationship gone wrong as a lesson learned. What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about what you want and don't want in a partner? What did you learn about your own boundaries, your own needs, your own non-negotiables? These lessons are invaluable, honey. They are the stepping stones that will lead you to the love you deserve. My own journey has been filled with setbacks, with moments of doubt, with times when I wanted to give up, but I didn't. I picked myself up, dusted myself off, and kept moving forward. I turned every stumble into a stepping stone, every heartbreak into a lesson learned. And look at me now, darling. I'm standing here, stronger than ever, ready to help you do the same. Don't be afraid of setbacks. Embrace them. Learn from them. Grow from them. They are not the end of your story, honey. They are the beginning of something beautiful, something extraordinary, something truly magical. This is your time to shine, darling. It's time to step into your power, to embrace your worth, to create the love life you've always dreamed of. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let past experiences define you. Don't let anyone dim your light. You are worthy of a love that's real, a love that's authentic, a love that sets your soul on fire. Remember all the amazing qualities you possess: your kindness, your compassion, your strength, your resilience, your unique and beautiful spirit. These are the things that make you special, darling. These are the things that will attract the right person into your life. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, to be vulnerable, to take risks. The greatest reward often comes from stepping outside of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to say what you want, to set boundaries, to walk away from situations that don't serve you. You are in control of your own destiny, honey. You have the power to create the love life you deserve. So go out there and shine, darling. Shine bright, shine bold, shine unapologetically. The world is waiting for your light. The world is waiting for your love. The world is waiting for you.